So we built the product with wings, and it was a screaming success, and the company doubled, and we became a $2 million company, and we became a $4 million company, and then we became an $8 million company, and then a $16 million company. And right around the time we were a $16 million company, he was still a $1 million consultancy because he hadn't taken the risk. And he was not at risk. He had no existential threats. Whereas we had a $16 million company with threats, which was Excel was going to squeeze wings out of the business. And so the answer was we rebuilt our product on a Microsoft base. So we started using Visual Basic and Microsoft technology. And at that point, when we were 16 times bigger than that consultancy, he said, every good software engineering company that I know uses C++. They don't use Visual Basic, and so you're not going to get taken seriously. And I said, well, I have people that can figure out how to do it in Visual Basic, and they can't figure out how to do it in C++. So we did it the other way, and then we doubled to 32 million, and we doubled to 64 million. And he stayed 1 million. And we at 64 million, we had this existential risk, which is we needed to code part of our software in C++. But we, of course, were 64 times bigger than we had been, and we were 4x bigger than we were when we started. So we hired a lot of people, and we started coding it in C++. And he still had a secure consulting company that was $1 million with no risk. And, and it went on like that. The next thing was we adopted, the internet, and we started building our software to run on HTML. And people said, well, no big company uses HTML. It's a risky thing, and it might not be secure, or it doesn't do that. And we thought, we can't give the software to 20,000 people unless we try this. And so maybe we'll try to figure out the problem. So the result was initially we built it and not that many people used it. And then we built it and people used more of it. And then we built the third version and everybody used it. And then the people that hadn't built the internet version got squeezed out of business. And then it went on. But at this point, right, the company is like 200 times bigger than the $1 million consultancy, which is still not at risk. But it's the difference between being a technology company and being a services company.